The ribeye. Even the name sounds luxurious, doesn't it? This cut of beef is truly the king of steaks. Why? Marbling that beautiful web of fat throughout the meat. It's the secret to a juicy, flavorful steak. The fat melts during cooking, basting the meat from the inside. Ribeye is prized for its rich flavor, which is unparalleled. This comes from the marbling and the cut itself, which ensures every bite is tender and delicious. It comes from the rib section of the cow, known for its tenderness and succulence. You're in for a treat. The experience of savoring a perfectly cooked ribeye is unmatched. Let's get cooking, shall we? With the right technique, you can achieve steakhouse quality at home. Trust me, this is going to be a steak night to remember. Get ready to impress your taste buds and your guests. Cooking a perfect ribeye doesn't require fancy equipment. You don't need a professional kitchen or high-end gadgets, but the right tools make a difference. They can elevate your cooking from good to great. First, you need a good cast iron skillet. This is non-negotiable for that perfect sear. Cast iron heats evenly and holds that heat, ensuring a consistent cook. Next, a meat thermometer. Don't guesstimate, we're aiming for perfection here. A meat thermometer ensures your steak is cooked to the exact temperature you desire. You'll also need tongs for flipping that gorgeous steak. Tongs give you control without piercing the meat, and a good sharp knife for slicing later. A sharp knife makes clean cuts, preserving the steak's juices. Finally, the ingredients. Keep it simple. A high-quality ribeye steak, the star of the show. Salt, black pepper, butter, garlic, the essentials for flavor. And fresh herbs like rosemary and thyme. Quality ingredients shine. They bring out the best in your steak. Take your steak out of the refrigerator about 30 minutes before cooking. Let it come to room temperature. This ensures even cooking. Pat it dry with paper towels. Moisture is the enemy of a good sear. We want that beautiful crust. Now admire that marbling. That's flavor waiting to be unlocked. Are you ready for the next step? Seasoning is not an afterthought. It's crucial, and we're keeping it simple. Salt and pepper, but don't be shy. Generously season both sides of the steak. Use freshly ground black pepper for the best flavor. Remember, we're aiming for a flavorful crust. This is how we build that steakhouse taste at home. Now for the heat. Place your cast iron skillet on the stovetop. Heat it over high heat. How do you know it's hot enough? It'll start to smoke slightly. A hot skillet is essential for a good sear. That sizzle, that's the sound of flavor developing. Don't be afraid of the heat. Embrace it. Carefully place the steak in the hot skillet. You should hear a satisfying sizzle. Sear for 2 to 3 minutes per side, depending on the thickness of your steak. Don't touch it. Let it develop that beautiful brown crust. That crust equals flavor. We're sealing in all those delicious juices. This is where the magic happens. Section 7, basting, elevating the flavor. Now, let's add some more flavor to our dish. Start by adding a generous knob of butter to the hot skillet. Tilt the pan slightly and use a spoon to continuously baste the steak with the melted butter. Next, add a few cloves of crushed garlic, sprigs of fresh rosemary, and some aromatic thyme to the skillet. Continue basting the steak with the flavorful butter, garlic, and herbs mixture. This process infuses the steak with an incredible depth of flavor. It's this technique that truly takes the steak to the next level, making it restaurant quality. Section 8, temperature check. Doneness. Done right. Use your meat thermometer to check the internal temperature. For medium rare, aim for 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit or 55 to 57 degrees Celsius. Remember, the steak will continue to cook slightly even after you remove it from the heat, so it's better to slightly undercook than overcook. No one wants a dry steak. We're aiming for juicy perfection. Section 9. Rest and relaxation, not just for humans. Once the steak reaches your desired doneness, remove it from the skillet. Let it rest for 5 to 10 minutes before slicing. I know it's tempting to dig in right away, but trust me on this. Resting allows the juices to redistribute throughout the steak. This guarantees maximum tenderness and flavor. Think of it as a little spa time for your steak. It deserves it. Section 10. Savor the flavor, your ribeye triumph. Now, the moment you've been waiting for. Slice the steak against the grain. This ensures maximum tenderness. Serve it with your favorite sides. I love a simple green salad and some roasted potatoes. Take a moment to appreciate your work. You've just cooked the perfect ribeye steak. Enjoy every juicy, flavorful bite.